Imagine it as a cold evening in Scandinavia over 1,000 years ago. The sun slowly disappears behind the mountains, and darkness begins to spread across the land. A Viking village becomes quiet as men, women, and children return home after a long day of farming, fishing, hunting, and shipbuilding. While many people today imagine Vikings spending every night preparing for war, the reality was very different. As the last light fades from the sky, families gather inside their longhouses. These large wooden homes protect them from the freezing wind outside. In the center of the room, a fire burns brightly, providing warmth and light. Without this fire, surviving the cold northern nights would be nearly impossible. The first activity of the evening is dinner. Vikings sit together around the fire and share a meal. They eat fish from nearby rivers and seas, bread made from barley, cheese, porridge, and sometimes meat from sheep, goats, or pigs. On special occasions, there may even be a feast with roasted meat and ale. Dinner is more than just eating. It is a time for families to relax, talk, and enjoy each other's company after a hard day's work. When the meal is finished, one of the most important parts of Viking life begins: storytelling. There are no televisions, phones, or computers. Entertainment comes from the people themselves. Elders tell exciting stories about brave warriors, dangerous sea voyages, giant monsters, and powerful Norse gods. Children listen carefully as tales of Thor and Odin fill the room. These stories are not only entertaining. They teach lessons about courage, honor, wisdom, and loyalty. Even after dinner, work does not always stop. Many Vikings continue their tasks indoors. Women spin wool into thread and make clothing for their families. Men repair fishing nets, sharpen tools, carve wood, or fix weapons. Children often help with simple chores. Every hour is valuable, especially during the long winters. On some nights, the atmosphere becomes more cheerful. Music fills the longhouse as people sing songs and play instruments. Families and friends gather to enjoy games. One popular Viking board game is called Nefadafel, a strategy game that challenges players to think carefully about every move. Laughter and friendly competition help make the dark nights more enjoyable. For Vikings planning journeys across the sea, the evening is also a time for discussion. Around the fire, they study maps, talk about weather conditions, and plan future voyages. Some prepare for trade missions to distant lands. Others dream of discovering new territories. A few may discuss raids, but these plans are only one small part of Viking life. Religion is also important. Many Vikings believe that powerful gods watch over them. Some evenings include prayers, offerings, and ceremonies asking for protection, successful harvests, and safe travels. They look at the stars above and feel connected to a world filled with mystery and divine power. Winter nights are especially long. In some places, darkness can last for most of the day. During these months, families spend even more time indoors. Stories become longer, games become more frequent, and communities gather for celebrations and festivals. These long nights strengthen the bonds between families and neighbors. As the evening comes to an end, the fire burns lower. One by one, family members prepare for sleep. They lie on simple wooden beds covered with animal skins and blankets. Several people often share the same room. Outside, the cold wind blows across the snowy landscape, and distant wolves howl beneath the moonlight. Inside the longhouse, the fire continues to glow softly as everyone rests. So what did Vikings do at night? They shared meals, told stories, played games, made clothes, repaired tools, planned voyages, honored their gods, and spent precious time with their families. Far from being warriors every moment of their lives, Vikings were ordinary people who worked hard.